Online, ja. Yeah, guten Abend. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to DIM Ostend for those that are here and are not online. Wir sind nicht in der Bibliothek. We are not in our library. This is a bit bigger, our space here. And in Corona times, maybe this is better. We have all the books here of this year. You can have a look later. And there's some coming from the fair right now, still in the back. Well, so let's start. My name is Peter Katschola-Schmal, director of the DAM, and Rebecca Kremershof, who was responsible for the whole thing. Yes, come on in, find your place. It has been quite a successful year. We had 264 entries, which was the second strongest year ever. The strongest was 2 years ago with 274, so 10 more books. So it's almost the highest pre-COVID level that we reached. 141 books from these were in German, 167 were European, and 81 non-European. 101 publishers from all around the world. The external jury was the architecture photographer Brigida Gonzalez from Stuttgart, Anna Kraus, graphic design, and Silvia Schellenberg-Taut, the architect from Leipzig, Dani Lettgemann, architect and member of our Society of Friends, Vladka Kupska from the Book Fair. She's not here tonight, of course. She's at the Book Fair. And the internal jurors were Oliver Elser, our curator, and Annette Becker, our second curator. And we'll come now to the short list, meaning those books that were not the winners. I will hold this to the camera, so maybe the camera can zoom in, because you're so far away, you guys. Architects, Duplex, Wohnungsbau Neudenken from Park Books, of course, Park Books Switzerland, and we should have here Thomas Kramer, Peter Schnebli, Domenica Schulz, Manuel Scher, Caroline Hofer von Park Books. Yes, raise your hands. Are you here? No one. Yeah, they said 20 minutes ago they would be 5 minutes late. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
You got this on camera? Yeah. Celebrating public architecture, building from an open call in Flandern, 2000 to 2021, Jovis Verlag Berlin. And we should have here Katrin Robrechts and Anne Malit from Flams Baumeister as co-publishers. Raise your hands. Hello. And Nicole Schwarz and Doris Kleilein von Jovis. Hi. The newcomers, please sit down. Come on in, front row. The next short list, the Swiss, a bit late. And Albert Ferré. Hi, we'll come to you in a minute. Yeah, next one, Blue Box Bochum, 19, 20, 21, Fachbereich Architektur, Hochschule Bochum. And we should have here Jan Krause from the Redaktionsteam. Not yet. Coming. Sebastian Bissinger, the designer. Hi. Congratulations. Next one. Einfach bauen, ein Leitfaden vom Birkhäuser Verlag. And we have here Nicole Schwarz from Berghäuser Verlag. Yeah. And of course, a fantastic book about the work of Florian Nagler. The einfaches Bauen, easy construction, no technical parts, very low tech. The next one, The Wood That Makes Our Cities by Park Books. Now they should be here. Thomas Kramer, Peter Schnebeli, Domenica Schulz, Manuel Scher, Caroline Hofer, Park Books. Ah. It's probably not the last time we hear of these people. You know, the Swiss, they always win. We take you in the jury again next year. Server Manifest, Architektur der Aufklärung, Data Center als Politikmaschine by Hatje Kranz Verlag. They are not here because they have a party at the fair. Are they allowed to have a party at the fair? Well, it's on data centers, and of course we talk about it quite a lot. But Hatje Kranz is not here. Oh, heavy book. Tafelwerk Großwohnsiedlung, ein Phänomen der Nachkriegszeit, Gebrüder Mann Verlag, Berlin. And we have here Beate Behrens, Reimers Verlag. Herzlichen Glückwunsch. Oh my God. Reconstructing the Garrick, Adler and Sullivan's Lost Masterpiece, the University of Minnesota. And we have digitally here the executive director. Hi, online. Congratulations. Back to the office. Well, that's what they all say. You're all supposed to go back to the office. 50 revolutionary office buildings and how they sustained. NRE 010 publishers, and we have here Jan Kappers. Yes. Alberto Calach, Taller de Arquitectura Tax Arquine. Not here because they're on the fair by Arquine Publishers. A very good architect from Mexico. So these are the 10 shortlisted books, and before we come to the winners, let me say a thanks to our friends, Gesellschaft der Freunde. They are online. Hello, Marie. And of course the book fair, the Frankfurt Book Fair, our partners, who gave us our stand. You probably all saw it already. I'll see it tomorrow. And we'll come to the real stuff now, the big winners. So, the first one, you can see it's all black. Momentum of Light by Lars Müller Publishers. And we have a jury reading by Brigida Gonzalez. It should be on in a minute, and then we'll come to the next part. So, please.
Das Buch Momentum of Light von Ivan Bahn und Francis Carré erschien bei Lars Müller Publishers. Das von der Zumtobel Group initiierte Projekt darf man wohl als ein großes Geschenk betrachten. Inhalt und formale Gestaltung des Buches sind außerordentlich stimmig. Die Wahl der verschiedenen Papiersorten folgt einer klaren inhaltlichen Funktion. Es ist atemberaubend schön, wie die jeweilige Wahl des Papiers mit dem dafür gedachten Inhalt korrespondiert und wie fein diese Effekte dann eingesetzt werden. Die auf der Rückseite eines Blattes durchscheinende Skizze, die sinnlich erfahrbare Qualität der Ausbreitung von Licht in fast dunklen Innenräumen auf dem mattschwarzen Papier, die Prägnanz und Weichheit des Lichts bei den Außenaufnahmen. Besonders eindrucksvoll ist zu bestaunen, wie es die Buchmacher geschafft haben, auf dem schwarzen Papier die Druckfarbe so stehen zu lassen, dass selbst feinste Details noch sichtbar sind und Zeichnung haben. Hierzu kommt ein weiterer glücklicher Umstand. Mit den beiden Autoren Ivan Ban und Francis Quéré ist es offensichtlich geglückt, zwei große Menschenfreunde in diesem Buch zu vereinen. In dem vorliegenden Buch zeigt uns einer der wichtigsten Architekturfotografen unserer Zeit und der jüngst mit dem Pritzker-Preis ausgezeichnete Architekt Grundlegendes über das Licht als Element. Herzlichen Glückwunsch zu diesem Buch.
We have here Christina Lemke, Lektorat, and Samuel Meyer, Vertrieb. Lars Müller, please, Christina Lemke, come here, and Samuel Meyer. So, short, what the photographer just said was she was very happy that Ivan Ban and Francis Quéré were together in this book and how they managed to get the stuff on the black paper. As a photographer, she said she was quite stunned that all the details are on the black paper. Is that something very special?
That is indeed very special.
Microphone.
And, we were all very stunned about this, and I just learned that it's a special technique, a special printing technique. So they used black paper, matte black paper, and then they printed, the first layer was silver, then white, and then cyan, yellow, and magenta on the black paper. And this is how it got this very deep black and bluish texture and color.
That's why the photographer and the jury noticed this book. Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, how did it come about? How did you get these two guys together?
We are forced now to only wear black in the publishing house at Lars Müller, since this book got the prize as of today.
Very, very original. Yes. Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks very much. It's an honor. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Maybe should I say some more? Or?
If you want to.
Yeah.
You want to thank your mom, maybe?
Oh, yeah. She's not here, but thank you, Mom, anyways. No, we are very pleased. Thank you very much for this wonderful award. And Ivan Ban and Francis Quéré are very happy as well. So,
was it easy to get them together?
No, they are friends, actually. And I think it really shows in the book, this friendship. They do understand each other and the work of each other. So you can really tell. Yeah.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The next one is this book, Swissness Applied, Learning from New Glarus, and by Park Books. We heard who's from Park Books about 1 minute before you all come here. The jury text was written by Anna Kraus and Brigida Gonzalez. It's a bit long. I'll shorten it. The very subtitle, Learning from New Glarus, creates spontaneous associations. The present publication refers to the legendary Learning from Las Vegas. Yes. Indeed, this impression is not deceptive, as the book is an exhibition catalog that compiles and records insight gained in the context of extensive research. The sensitive and creative way, Swissness Applied, addresses the topic in question is utterly convincing. The covers and inside sections rely on open, off-white paper and form a sensuous contrast to the typographical cover theme. For example, opening the book, the eye rests upon a Swiss brochure binding. Yes, the typologies are documented in a strict, formally defined way. In the best manner of Hiller and Bernd Becher's photographs, the houses are all uniformly captured under cloudy skies. The drawings could hardly be more reduced. All representations follow the same pattern. There's nothing to distract the eye, no unimportant details. Well, very Swiss, I guess. The superb graphic cutout sheets make one almost automatically grab scissors and glue and give one's imagination free rein. The present publication shows what potential printed books can still have today. Well, is that true? Yeah, we're supposed to cut it all out. Buy the book for 70 euro or what? And yeah, that's too cheap, right? Okay, okay, please come here. Our friends from Park Books, Thomas Kramer, Peter Schnebeli, Domenica Schulz, Manuel Scheer, Caroline Hofer, and Nicole McIntosh. Please come here. Congratulations. This, you have to step in front of this line or nobody will see you. Great. Please hold your book. You know these things? So, what is it all about? Please tell us. Why is it, what is the Swissness applied? Why do the Swiss make a Swissness applied book?
Thank you so much. Why, yes, and how, and you know, it all started with a road trip, literally, which is also a cliche, and obviously a note to the really famous Learning from this Las Vegas book. But it ended up being a seminar at Syracuse University where students put a lot of effort into trying to figure out what the topic was all about. And I think what it is now, it's several chapters, several contributions that go beyond New Glarus. Yeah. But it's about New Glarus, a Swiss town in Wisconsin, mainly.
In Wisconsin?
In Wisconsin, in the United States.
Yeah.
Yes, several times. Yes.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. The third one, Urban Design in the 20th Century, a History by GTA Verlag, ETH Zürich, next Swiss. And before we talk to the publishing boss, who will be talking to us from New York on Zoom, we will have first Anna Kraus reading the jury text, please.
Die Publikation Urban Design in the 20th Century ist eine handliche und umfangreiche Softcover-Publikation aus einem strapazierfähigen Einbandmaterial, das über eine interessante Struktur verfügt. Format und Gestaltung suggerieren einen spannenden, informativen und zugleich aufgeräumten Reader, der eine komplexe Masse an Material ordnet und gut konsumierbar macht. Der aus Schrift und Farbfoto bestehende Titel kommuniziert die klare und zugleich konzentrierte Gestaltung bereits auf den ersten Eindruck. Das Buch ist aufgeteilt in einen Einstieg und darauf folgend durchnummerierte Kapitel. Der Auftakt erfolgt hier jeweils auf einer Doppelseite über einen Zoom in Architekturzeichnungen. Dieser visuelle Umgang schafft deutliche Unterbrechungen und setzt zugleich einen ungewohnten Fokus auf bestimmte Details. Gefolgt wird die Bilddoppelseite von der seitenfüllenden Kapitelziffer und Titel in großen Lettern auf deren gegenüberliegenden Seite. Abbildungen befinden sich vor allem gesammelt auf Bildtafeln, die auf schwarz eingefärbten Seiten stehen. Eingestreut innerhalb der Kapitel rhythmisieren sie das Buch zusätzlich und machen das Lesen abwechslungsreich. Über die Gestaltung des gesamten Buches hinweg ist das Layout sehr stringent gehalten. Die inhaltliche Struktur ist durch die typografische und grafische Hierarchisierung deutlich ablesbar und bis ins Detail ausgearbeitet. Satzspiegel und Abbildungen sitzen in einem spannungsvollen Verhältnis und nutzen den Seitenraum gelungen aus. Die klare, konzentrierte und dennoch abwechslungsreiche Gestaltung, die sich konsequent durch das ganze Buch zieht, wurde ästhetisch als überzeugend und dem Inhalt angemessen wahrgenommen.
Yes, and we will hear Moritz Gleich, Publishing Director of GTA Verlag, now, hopefully. Sekunde. Yes, this is live. This is not recorded.
Good evening, everybody. Maybe you can hear me already.
Moritz Gleich. Gleich kommt Moritz Gleich. Yes.
I think you can hear me already, but I can't start my video, which is maybe not a bad thing.
New York. You should have now about 1:30 lunchtime. You're in a restaurant?
No, I'm in a flat. I'm in an apartment. It's just the host has forbid me to start the video. I don't know if that's
because you're in an Airbnb, yes, and it's he doesn't
no,
want anybody to know.
I'm with a friend, but I mean we can also do it without the video, I guess.
So yes, so we heard in German Anna Kraus talking about urban design in the 20th century. A brief, concise, concentrated, very good, very easy and well read and good ordered book, a real Swiss book. And so why did you make with Tom Avermaete this book about urban design in the 20th century? Is this a very new topic?
Well, first of all, quickly, let me thank you very much on behalf of the whole team behind this book for the recognition of this book that you are giving us with this award. To answer your question, Tom Avermaete is a professor at the GTA since a couple of years. In fact, at the moment, he's also director of the GTA, and as so many of our publications, this publication is stemming directly from teaching and research. In this case, a lecture course on actually a global history of urban design. And as a lecture course, when it is well done, is at the same time a low threshold, but still comprehensive overview over a topic. We were very open to the idea of Tom Avermaete and Janina Gosse, who conceived this lecture, to turn it into a book.
So this is like the book that every student in the first semester is going to buy to find out what the urban design 20th centuries, which is very nice. And ETH Zurich, GTA are now back there. Very good. Are you happy with the book? Is it selling well?
We're very happy with the book. I mean, one of the reasons it is, first of all, a book for students, by the way, is why we gave it a plastic coating. Well, you know how students are. But in fact, we're actually very happy ourselves with the soft touch coating, and I was happy to hear it recognized by the jury. We've actually already joked in the GTA Verlag that maybe we should give all our books a soft touch if it helps winning awards with them.
But a corner is already broken, so.
that's probably because you've read it so hard.
That's
probably
what we
because
did.
you read it so hard, Peter, right?
Yeah. That's a mistreatment here. Okay. Well, thanks a lot and enjoy New York. And a big congratulations from everyone.
Thank you. Oh, now the video works. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, it worked. Almost. Number 4. Ganz kleines Buch. Very small. Das Garagenmanifest. Park Books. Jens Kasper and Luise Rellensmann did this very small, little, funny book on, I think it's the story of what the East Germans did in their garage, which was a little, I think it was a very little paradise. And that's the story of the book, and we will have, I'm supposed to read it, okay. The text is short, luckily. Vladka Kupska from Frankfurt Book Fair wrote it. The Garagen Manifest had me at its cover. First, the smart, self-confident title. Second, the cover illustration promising hidden details. The pocketbook format and the pleasantly subtle paper and the graphic design are perfect for the subject. In the photo essays by photographer Martin Maleška, various garage formations show their diverse, colorful face. They are described in more detail in the following 9 cases, studies of garages in Cottbus. The Garage Manifest is a highly likable companion in the extremely important niche area of everyday East German architecture. The editors call, and rightly so, for an open, participatory monument preservation approach, one which should by all means include garages in the former East Germany. Hats off to the editors, Jens Kasper and Luise Rellensmann. Congratulations. And now, Park Books, we had a few times. Who wants to talk to me from Park Books about the Garagen Manifest? Please, come here. Wo ist das kleine Buch? Well, you can always send a new one. Hi.
Ich bin nicht von Park Books.
Oh, sehr gut.
So here we are.
But your colleagues will.
No.
But you have to step in front of this line.
Ja.
Näher. Sie müssen reden.
Ja.
Sehr schön. So, why did you make a funny little book on East German garages?
Okay, I think that's for you. Sorry.
I mean, is that the most important architectural topic nowadays? Yes?
It is not, but it raises the question, what is of cultural significance? What do we want to look at? And when you think about East German cities, garages are not mentioned, but when you drive through the cities, they are everywhere, and they are kind of open spaces where you can do whatever you want, although you are not allowed to. So maybe they are also a model for future cities. This is
yes. The secret life of the East Germans in their garage.
Yeah, but it's not about this. It's not in this tone.
Okay. Well, you see, a little book.
But we are very surprised and very thankful for this award. I think it came very surprising.
Well, congratulations. We have a few things for every one of you. Not so binary, please. Ja, herzlichen Glückwunsch. Vielen Dank. Thank you. So, a very strange book. This one, the opposite, The Polyhedrists, Art and Geometry in the Long 16th Century by the MIT Press. And Oliver Elser wrote the text. He's also in the US. He doesn't want to join us, but I'll have to read his text. And there's no one there from the MIT Press, so we can't discuss why they chose very strange geometrics of the 16th century. You might like to open it a bit. The study of polyhedra, complex geometric structures composed of basic shapes, is the work of an architect and scholar. The jury was inclined to consider it an architecture book, even if there's no direct reference to architecture. Moreover, descriptive geometry is the subject taught in architectural association. In light of all this, it must be said, whoever the target audience might be, this is a beautiful book. Certainly something for geometry nerds, and not necessarily a work that will be found in every architecture office. The design is derived directly from the theme. Antiqua typefaces, which, like many of the depictions originated in the Renaissance, are used in a refreshing way that is classic and surprisingly contemporary. One example is the double-page chapter dividers in huge, widely spaced capitals. The same traditional and modernized approach determines the handling of illustrations. Separated from the text, they are inserted full page without margins, and bring a good rhythm to the book. Blah, 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 blah. As a highlight, there's an approximately A3-sized poster to fold out. How wonderful it would be to see such love of detail more often in books that are undoubtedly much more difficult to finance than office monographs, a university publication or an exhibition catalog. The designer Matthias Clotu from London made it onto the shortlist 2 years ago with his survey Architecture Iconographics by Park Books. Well, he's now with MIT Press, which is too bad because Park Books is here, but MIT not. So congratulations to MIT. So, number 7. No, number 6 should be. Wait. Zettel. Hier, Zettel. Ja, auf Linie. NS-Kunstpolitik in Wien. So, Nazi Art in Vienna, die Reichskammer der Bildenden Künste, Birkhäuser Verlag, and we have the jury reading by Annette Becker now.
Guten Abend. Unsere Begründung für die Auszeichnung lautet: Archivalien sind ein wichtiger Beitrag zum historischen Gedächtnis. Sie zu erschließen, ist eine herausfordernde Aufgabe für die Wissenschaft. Die vorliegende Publikation dient auch als Katalog zur gleichnamigen Ausstellung des Wien-Museums, die von Oktober 2021 bis April 2022 stattfand. Die Kuratorinnen Ingrid Holzschuh und Sabine Plagholm-Forsthuber haben ca. 3000 Mitgliederakten der Reichskammer der Bildenden Künste in Wien aufgearbeitet und einem größeren Publikum zugänglich gemacht. Sie leisten damit einen wichtigen Beitrag zur Erforschung der NS-Kunstpolitik in Wien. Sie weisen aber auch den Weg, wie dieses Feld in Deutschland weiter aufgearbeitet werden könnte. Es wird der Umgang mit dem Bestand von NS-Kunst in Museen thematisiert, dessen Handhabung noch immer eine ungelöste Frage ist. Die Kuratorinnen sprechen sehr treffend vom unbequemen Erbe. Vor diesem thematischen Hintergrund ist es für den Leser eine Herausforderung, von der Schönheit des Buches zu schwärmen. Um diese Diskrepanz wissend, wurden die Objekte an ihren Aufbewahrungsorten in den Sammlungen fotografiert und im Buch dokumentiert. Durch diesen archivalischen Kontext wird zu einer kritischen Rezeption aufgefordert. Mit klarer Typografie und übersichtlichen Verzeichnissen nehmen die Gestalter Christoph Schorkhuber und Carina Stella vom Kreativstudio Seite 2 den Leser mit auf eine spannende Reise. Es gibt die lebendig angeordneten Archivdokumente, fast scheint es, man könnte die Dokumente selbst zur Hand nehmen und anschauen. Doppelseitige Abbildungen lassen den Einblick in Publikationen besonders plastisch erscheinen. Der Leser besucht Bilder, die an den typischen Gitterwänden in Archiven hängen, und betrachtet nebenan die drapierten Stücke der Textilsammlung. 10 Abhandlungen, darunter ein Ausblick auf die Zeit nach 1945, formieren dieses Buch zu einer ernsten, aber überaus anregenden Publikation. Herzlichen Glückwunsch zur Auszeichnung.
Well, congratulations, Birkhäuser. Publishers Ulrike Ruh is here, Katharina Ollas, Christoph Schörkhuber, the designer, Carina Stella, the designer. Please come here. Herzlichen Glückwunsch. Herzlichen Glückwunsch. Don't step further than the line. Come. Herzlichen Glückwunsch. Kommen Sie her. Ja. Wer möchte reden? Well, yeah. So we have a very, this is a very beautiful book, but it's a very unbeautiful topic.
Absolutely, yes.
That's what she talked about, the jury. And how did it come about?
I think it was a challenge to deal with this Nazi art, to present it in a way that it is contextualized and to break the designer break. And I think the designers have made really a good job by designing this book and bring these Nazi art in line. It's an ironic way to deal with these documents and the art.
Yes, the juror just said the photographs were interesting because you took them in the space where they're hanging in the archive.
Definitely.
Not to show them in shows and exhibitions.
Yeah.
And it would be hard to talk about the beauty of art in the Nazi times in Vienna. How was this whole thing received? The exhibition and the catalog
the exhibition
in Vienna?
was received very, very well, and it was the first exhibition on this topic.
I can imagine.
Yes. So also the book is the first book on this topic.
I don't think we have done this kind of thing here in Germany. I don't suppose so.
I don't suppose no.
So
that's all.
this is for the future. Yes,
Yeah.
quite a big piece of ground to
It's
cover.
a good example, maybe, also for
Yes.
Germany.
Yes, very good.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot.
Thank you for the prize.
Everyone gets one, so there's enough in there.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. Danke, Ulrike. Number 7. Winner number 7, Barozzi Vega, the name of the architects. Publishing house Walter und Franz König Verlag, Köln. And the jury text written by Dani Lettgemann will be read by Rebecca.
Me. Yeah, right.
Dani sitting back there.
Yeah. Presented with great precision in blue light sans serif uppercase letters on a dark blue cloth soft cover with a hollow back book binding Barozzi Vega. Even before you open it, the book conveys a sense of great redefined quality and whets the appetite of what's inside. After you open it, you can then pursue just short of 30 projects by the two Spanish architects, Fabrizio Barozzi and Alberto Vega, arranged in chronological order on an uncoated off-white paper with a pleasant feel. Anyone expecting a lot of the text, however, will be disappointed. With the exception of one essay by the two protagonists, it is mainly hand sketches, technical drawings on different scales, architectural photographs and renderings in the projects that do all the talking. In fact, nothing more is required. You can simply absorb the photographies and images, and despite the 400 or so pages, you won't get tired of leaving further through the book. The straightforward layout and the meaningful, fully used, calm typeface is an easy-to-read size support the overall concept. Page numbers are generally only in the right-hand page and only an irregular interval on order to not distract the eye, while ensuring that orientation is still maintained. Fabrizio and Alberto assemble a harmonious team to create a book. In the form of editor Diletta Trinari, designer John Morgan and Adrian Vasquez, and publisher Buchhandlung Walter und Franz König. Like the works of both architects, the book itself is clear and thought through down to the very last detail. A successful monograph.
Yes, and we have Eva Möller here from König Publishers? Yes, please? No, she didn't make it. Too bad, we can't talk about it. But this is a real architecture book by architects. No text, all full of pictures. You can have a look later. We'll come to the next one. Number 9.
Für alle.
Wait, where's die Stadt für alle?
Hier.
No. Here. Yes. Die Stadt für alle. Handbuch für angehende Stadtplanerinnen und Stadtplaner, Karl Rauch Verlag. Rebecca wrote the text and we'll read the text in a moment. Oliver wrote it and you will read it? Yes? Or shall I read it? Go ahead. Die Stadt für alle.
Die Stadt für alle.
City for everyone.
Yes, indeed. In the more than 20 years history of the DRM Book Award, never have we had such an unusual textbook on the table. A textbook for aspiring urban planners, as the subtitle reveals. Isn't it more a book for children and young people? After all, it's bursting with photos of delightfully quirky models and apparently required and raiding of several children's rooms in the making. And it is full of concise illustrations, mostly in woodcut technique that get straight to the point of the cartoonish way. No, it's not a book for young people only, at least not an ordinary one, because the text and themes clearly address students. It's about the lack of participation, the privatization of the city, suburbanization, gentrification, and other problematic issues. The brilliant idea of the team behind this book is not to let all the difficulties spoil the mood. Instead, models are heaped upon models. Ink is not spared for enormous letter size, and in order to attract the attention of even fast readers, individual terms are additionally highlighted with red highlighted ink. The team consisted of Osamu Okamura, architect and professor in Librec, and the artist and illustrator David Böhm and Jiri Fratner. Please correct me afterwards. The foreword of the original translated into German was written by the editor of Süddeutsche Zeitung, Architecture Section, Laura Weissmüller. It is a book that is a pleasure to pick up, not only because of the excellent prepared content, but also because it feels soft rather than bulky, more magazine-like and playful than dry and serious. Will it be added to the reading list for standard architecture degrees? Well, it might become the textbook of everyone loves, one that is more of an insider tip.
We have here today Hans-Gerhard Koch, Publishing Director of Karl Rauch Verlag, and Petra Novakova. Congratulations. Congratulations. So, this is a book not for children, it's not for pedagogics, but it's for whom then? Microphone. Microphone.
Well, our idea is to make books in this category for families. So clever children could read them and grown-ups could read them, and ideally they could read it together because the topic is interesting for everyone.
And it was first published in Czech?
It was first published in Czech by our partner Labyrinth, and we are cooperating in this kind of books for several years now. Sometimes we are the original publisher, sometimes it's Labyrinth, but the books are always published in both languages.
But you didn't hand in the first version of the book in Czech?
Well, yeah. Indeed, the first version was in Czech language, and actually Osamu Okamura had approached us with the idea to create, sorry about it, to create a graphic novel book on urbanism, and we were discussing it for a long time, and then we decided to that's him. He's born in Japan, but he's Czech. And then in the end we discovered that this kind of the text plus illustrations in 3D, because it's about the space and it's about the urbanism. So we felt the need to work with the space, not only talking about theoretically, but also include it into the illustration. So that's the reason why the models.
So they built the models for the book.
Yeah. They
not
built,
for an exhibition.
No. The book is divided into 14 chapters, and the Jiří and David, they built not 14, but at least 8 or 10 models, and they occupied the whole atelier with the models, and the children from neighborhood would come and play with them, and they would borrow them the little cars, to put them into the models. So it was very playful. Would you like to add something?
Yes, it was not only built those models for the book, but for some workshops as well. So the idea of recycling and Nachhaltigkeit, as we say, was behind it. And there was an exhibition and a workshop in London. I think it was in last summer, and they used the models there as well.
Great. So fantastic. Very good. Thank you
Thanks
very
a
much.
lot.
Congratulations. So, number 9. The renovation of Antwerp City Hall from bel étage to illuminated floor, public space, and that's what it says here. The publishing house is public space, and the jury text will be read by Silvia Schellenberg-Taut. Please.
The book Renovatie Stadhuis Antwerpen is an architectural monograph on Antwerp City Hall, which is one of the most important symbols of the Flemish Renaissance. The City Hall has served Antwerp citizens since the 16th century. Despite having been modernized on several occasions, the facades in the neo-Renaissance interior dating from the 19th century needed thorough restoration. Belgian architectural practice HAP handled the project, was run for a full 8 years, and has brought the members of the city council back together under a single roof. The bilingual book offers an extensive photographic report on the restoration work and guides the reader from one story to the next, element by element. Progress in the construction work is outlined by story, highlighted by uppercase letters in a kind of construction logbook, from the basement and then the ground floor to the mezzanine, the first story, the illuminated second story, and the work of the fascia and the facade. What is particularly striking is the unexpected quality of the images of the construction sites. The chronological sequencing on the monograph gives a coherent overview of the individual advances in the construction work as well as the measures taken, and they culminated in atmospheric and powerful photographic imagery. The precise layout ensures the text and the visual language are convincing, with much space being left around blocks of copy or images for greater clarity. The multifaceted and luminous photos truly come into their own, either on individual pages or as double spreads. The colorful history of the building is also told with the assistance of carefully produced isometric diagrams and drawing as well, in-depth text and explanations. The book is an homage to everyone involved, to all the experts and craftspeople who pulled together to make the extensive restoration undertaken a success. It is a monograph that you gladly hold in your hand, haptically appealing, clearly structured and designed. It takes a view behind the senses and offers insights into a worthy and respectful restoration project. Congratulations und einen schönen Abend nach Frankfurt.
Yes. Thank you, Silvia. And we have here Sven Bernert, the designer, Patrick Lennon, translator, Rachel van der Auvera, architect, and René van Poppel, architect, and Yuri de Brin from the publishing house. Please come here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Whoa, tall guys. Yeah, fantastic. So what's the story? Why should the whole world be so excited about the renovation of the Antwerp City Hall? Microphone?
I think it is, the book is a celebration of craftsmanship and different kinds of craftsmanship. All kind of things come together there. Engineering, but also restoration of paintings, of strange things like gold leather wallpaper. Maybe ever heard of it? You should read the book. All these wonderful things come together. All this expertise where I never heard of come together there, and it's really beautiful. I learn a lot by making this.
Great.
Book.
Sounds good. Sounds very good. And we hope it will sell.
Yeah.
It does. Maybe it's a beautiful book. You got a prize for it even, and so that's fantastic.
We're very proud. Thank you.
And we all love Antwerpen and the Flemish architecture. So, well, thanks a lot for this. Who was the architect? The one who had to do all the work of renovation?
One of many people, yes. Yeah.
It was exciting.
It was great. Yeah, it was really great. Yeah, it's like really the nice thing of this book is that for me it's also a diary. You know, so like.
Oh yes,
like
because you put the date in there when you took the photos.
Yeah, I didn't take the photos, of course, but like I mean, for me it was like I was there every week, like a few times. I also live in Antwerp, so it was really like close by. I could go there like almost every day, and it was like every day there was new. I found out new things, you know, like temporary things or new details, and so this really is like. Yeah, I can cherish this journey from every day, kind of. So I'm really, really happy with this. Yeah.
And how did you talk the people of the City Hall over to pay for this book?
You.
I mean, I suppose they were the client, right?
They came to me, of course. That's how it goes.
It's the work of the publisher to push the concept of such a book, which is not what that's not what always happens.
No. This is an opportunity, I think, to make a thing like this and really go deep into one building. It's really an opportunity.
And your client is happy as well, the City Hall.
Yeah, I think.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So, you guys, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy Frankfurt and the book fair. Congratulations. Well, talking about Belgium, it's not only Switzerland. We cherish Belgium as well. Living and Working. It's the architecture firm Dogma, not Danish, but Belgian, and by the MIT Press for some reason, and Anna Kraus, who did a recording on the qualities of the book. Please.
Die Publikation Dogma Living and Working überzeugt durch Einfachheit und Prägnanz. Der leuchtend grüne Softcover-Klappeneinband enthält auf den Innenseiten Klappentexte, bleibt aber sonst weitgehend frei. Rein typografisch findet der Titel am oberen Rand des Einbands seinen Platz, schafft dadurch eine freie Fläche und Blick für das, was im Innenteil folgt. Die Publikation ist verhältnismäßig groß, liegt aber durch ihr geringes Gewicht und trotz oder auch wegen ihres breiten Rückens angenehm in der Hand. Sie lässt sich durch die Verarbeitung mit Hohlrückenbindung ausgezeichnet aufschlagen und blättern. Das gebrochene Weiß der volumenstarken Innenseiten und das offene Papier sorgen haptisch für ein sehr angenehmes Erlebnis. Gleichzeitig bilden sie angemessenen Raum für die Präsentation und Diskussionen der Arbeiten und Ideen von Dogma. Diese werden mittels Texten, Grafiken und Zeichnungen dargestellt. Grafiken und Abbildungen in Schwarz sowie Farbe sind sehr gut lithografiert und werden in ihrer Wirkkraft durch das Grün des Umschlags intensiviert. Die Typografie wirkt über den Einsatz einer Serifenschrift klassisch. Trotz verschiedener Textkategorien auf wenige Schriftschnitte reduziert, rückt die Textgestaltung jedoch im Detail von diesem ersten Eindruck ab. Durch das Textlayout in unterschiedlichen Spaltenbreiten lassen sich die Kategorien ausreichend differenzieren. Bild- und Textseiten werden streng getrennt, bilden in ihrer Durchmischung und Variation des Layouts einen abwechslungsreichen Rhythmus und verleihen der Gesamtgestaltung Leichtigkeit.
Well, so the designer was very happy with the design of this book, and we will have the authors, Pier Vittorio Aureli and Martino Tattara, here. If they are here, please step forward. They're digital. Where are they? Let's see what happens. Ooh.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. It's only me.
It's only you? Oh. You're very creative back there, or is it? Another try, please. Now, which of these authors are you? Are you still here?
Can you hear me?
Yes. We hear you.
Yes, okay. I'm Martino Tattara. Hello, everyone.
Martino, okay. Yeah. So, we hear you, we see you, very good. Congratulations for the book. Why did you choose to work on the architecture firm of Dogma? And what did you do with them to present?
Well, I'm one of the founder of the firm, together with Pier Vittorio.
Yes.
And, well, the book is the result of a work that we started about 10 years ago, when we had the chance to work on a series of housing projects, which in fact then translate into a larger investigation into the issue of domestic space. And I think that by now probably you are all familiar with the relationship between living and working, and the fact that our home, especially during the last 2 years, has become also a place of work. For us, this has been intended also as a way to rethink home, and home as a home has been conceived since the advent of the modern city, and as a way to, say, go beyond some of the dichotomies through which the house has been understood, to go beyond the idea of the relationship between what is private and what is public, between the role of male and female, between husband and wife. So the book somehow is a research which is made out of historical research of text, but also of projects that all try to rethink what home is and what home should be.
And this is your colorful pictures are very beautiful. And what is quite unusual, we see a few models, we see no photos. Does that mean they're not being built?
Yes, it means that these are all projects that, for a reason or another, have not been built. They are projects of different sorts. Some are what we call research projects, some of projects that have been developed in occasion of exhibition to which we have been invited in the past years. Some projects are more traditional architectural commission that nonetheless, in some cases, unfortunately, I would say, have not been built yet.
Well, you're working in Brussels, and the book is published by MIT Press. How come? We have such good publishers here. I mean,
We had, in fact, maybe it's also a good opportunity for us to thank the commissioning editor of MIT Press, with whom we have also published about 10 years ago our first book. And in fact, because of this relationship, we have been given the chance to work with them on our new publication that you are here celebrating.
Well, so congratulations to MIT as well. There's 2 books of them in the top 10, which is quite something. Usually that's something for park books, but so if you were here, you would get your a paper and your flower, which so it's only virtually. I can give this to you, and we hope to see you next year maybe at the same thing here in Frankfurt. We will actually be in the same place again because our museum is still being renovated. So DRM Ostend, Wednesday night of the book fair. This is the place to be. And that was the last one of the prizes. Thank you very much. Congratulations to you. A little applause.
Thanks to everyone.
And if I got it right, we all started this whole thing in the year 2007 with Albert Ferré. Please come here, my friend. Please, from the CCA. Actually, he was as actor, and Albert did a very good show, which we did at the Dam, and he said, there's book fair, let's invite our friends. And this is how the whole experience started 15 years ago. What do you think about that, thinking back?
Well, it's a big thing now, huh?
It was a very good tradition.
Yeah. You've done well.
You too. Well, ACTA was the hotshot publishers, and he did a fantastic show on Catalan architecture. And well, then the year after, it was Ernst Wasmuth who was saying at this evening, well, the Turkish were our guests from Istanbul, and we had a few friends, and we showed the show, and we had a few books. Everybody brought a few books from the fair. And then it was Ernst Wasmuth saying, "Want you to do a real prize out of it?" And that's how it started. And 2009 was the first year of the prize. So it's going well. Our library is at the limits with all the books.
Next year you will have at least 3 CCA publications.
CCA 3, great.
I hope so.
Very good, and we'll see you then next year again. Bye-bye. And so this is how traditions sometimes start, and thanks, Albert, for the good idea. What do you want? The microphone? 2. Well, I want to thank Rebecca. You did a fantastic job of organizing everyone and the jury and the whole thing and the whole process. From tomorrow on, the 20 books will be at the book fair. Where exactly?
Stand J159.
In hall number?
3.1.
3.1, which is the Grimshaw Hall. First time we're there, second time we're there. Yeah, fantastic. So come by, Grimshaw Hall, upper floor, and we're there. And now, for everyone online, go grab your own drink and have a toast on us, and we'll do this one here now. Thank you, bye-bye, signing off.